Did you fall asleep feeling perfectly safe last night, while your favorite position quietly bent your neck for hours? And what if that harmless pillow habit was changing how smoothly blood and oxygen reached your brain? I am Dr. Thomas Bennett, a cardiologist who often reviews overlooked nighttime risks in older
Understanding
adults.
your heart and brain
Today I
is
will
key
explain
to a
this
healthier
plainly.
future.
No panic
We're
here.
here to
You will
guide
learn
through
which
every
position
step of this
matters
journey.
and what to adjust
All right,
tonight.
chin neutral,
Sleep is
neck
not
aligned.
passive.
Ready for lights
Your
out?
heart keeps
Urgent
working.
signs,
Stay with me,
FAST,
because a
chest pain,
10-second
confusion,
tip near
worry,
the end
seek
may change
emergency help.
bedtime.
Which
Welcome,
position
and thank you for
matters?
being here. After 50, comfort is not always the same as safety. That matters. Most people think of stroke risk while they are awake. They think about blood pressure readings, cholesterol, salt, stress, smoking, exercise, or medicines. Those are important, and we should never ignore them. But there is another window many adults almost never discuss with their doctor. The quiet hours when the lights are off,
Understanding your neck
the
pain
room
doesn't
is
have to be
still,
confusing.
and the body
Look at
is
this
locked
simple
into
3D.
one position until
See how the
morning.
3D image?
During sleep,
See how the
your
spinal line
brain
on this
still
pillow?
needs steady circulation every minute. Your airway still needs enough space. Your heart still has to pump through changing pressure, changing oxygen levels, and changing body angles. When the head is turned sharply, the chin is tucked down, or the chest is compressed for hours, the body may need to work harder than you realize. One night is not the message. The repeated pattern is. This is especially important for adults over 60 because the body compensates less easily. Arteries can become stiffer, blood pressure may not dip as smoothly, neck joints may lose flexibility, breathing may become lighter. Snoring, morning headaches, neck stiffness, and unexplained fatigue can all be brushed off as aging. Sometimes they are simple, sometimes they are clues. Here is the hidden problem. Sleep feels safe because you are unconscious.
It's a fact
You
of
do not
aging.
feel the strain building.
After
You do not
60,
notice whether your jaw
compensation
drops,
changes
your
can
neck
affect
twists,
your
or your
arteries
shoulders
and your
press your
joints.
chest inward. You simply wake up,
Sounds like the
stretch,
snoring is getting
rub the
worse.
back of your neck,
We should
maybe
talk
take
to
a
the
pain
doctor
pill
about
and
this
say,
headache.
I must have slept wrong. Then the same position returns the next night. For a younger person, that may not matter much. For someone with high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, prior mini-stroke concerns, or narrowed blood vessels, small overnight changes can become more meaningful. The brain depends on a steady supply line. If breathing becomes shallower, oxygen may fall. If drainage from the head is less efficient, pressure may feel different by morning. If the neck angle is poor, circulation around the upper body may become less comfortable. I am not saying a single sleep position causes stroke in every person. That would be irresponsible. I am saying one common position can raise concern when it repeats for years inside an older cardiovascular system. And because
Today,
strokes often
we're
frighten
going to
families
discuss
most in the early morning
importance
hours,
of
the night
preventative
before
care.
deserves more respect than most people give it. Before we go deeper, comment your usual sleep position because that answer may reveal your first hidden clue. The hours before waking are not
Danger
empty
is not a
hours.
single acute
Your
episode.
body is preparing to
Persistent,
rise.
Continuous
Stress
exposure.
hormones
You need to
begin
understand the
shifting.
pattern.
Blood
That's what
pressure
we're here to
often
help you
climbs
address.
toward morning. The heart moves from deep rest toward action. If the night has already included shallow breathing, twisted neck posture, poor pillow height, or restless recovery, the morning transition can feel harder on the system. This is why I want you to think beyond comfort. A position can feel familiar because you have used it for years. But familiar does not always mean protective. Many older adults keep the same pillow, the same mattress, and the same sleeping posture long after their body has changed. The spine changes, the vessels change, breathing changes, body weight medications and blood pressure patterns change. Yet bedtime remains automatic, and automatic habits are powerful. They shape your health quietly. In this video, I will show you the common position that deserves attention, the sleep mistakes that can make it more concerning, and the safer adjustments that may support better breathing, better neck alignment, and steadier overnight recovery. I will also explain when a stiff neck or morning headache is probably simple, and when sudden weakness, facial drooping, severe headache, chest pain, shortness of breath, or confusion should be treated as urgent. Near the end, I will give you a simple 10-second bedtime check that older adults can use before the lights go out. The position that feels most comfortable may be the one twisting your neck the longest. That is where the warning begins. After 50, sleep position matters more because the body has less room for repeated strain. Blood vessels are often less flexible. The neck may not tolerate pressure the way it once did. The airway can narrow more easily during deep sleep. Oxygen can dip without waking you fully. Blood pressure is supposed to settle overnight, but poor alignment can keep the system working harder than it should. The danger is not one strange night. The danger is repetition. Many people sleep on the stomach because it feels secure, familiar, or deeply restful. Some started this habit decades ago and never questioned it. But stomach sleeping usually forces the head to turn sharply to one side, sometimes for 6, 7, or 8 hours. A neck that stays rotated that long can place strain around the cervical spine, where blood flow pathways and nerves are already sensitive. Think of it like bending a garden hose. The water may still pass, but the flow is no longer relaxed. In the body, the problem is not that one bent neck suddenly causes disaster. The problem is that an older cardiovascular system may spend the entire night working around a position that is not neutral. Stomach sleeping can also press the chest into the mattress. That can make rib movement smaller and breathing more shallow. If someone already snores, has mild sleep apnea, carries extra weight, or wakes with dry mouth, that position may add another layer of nighttime stress. The morning clues can be easy to dismiss. You may wake with a stiff neck, dull headache, heavy eyes, or a strange tired feeling after enough hours in bed. Some people feel foggy before breakfast and blame age, when the real clue may be the position their body fought all night. The safer shift is not forcing yourself into a perfect pose overnight. Start by reducing the stomach position gradually. Place a pillow in front of your chest so the body rests partly on the side. Keep the neck closer to neutral. Let the shoulders relax. If you roll back onto your stomach, adjust again the next night. Small changes count. How many adults over 50 fall asleep feeling completely safe, while their favorite sleep position quietly twists their neck, narrows their breathing, and makes the heart work harder for 7 hours? If this gave you your first real warning today, comment "Alien" right now, and let that one word remind you for the long run. Before you close your eyes, align your neck, open your airway, and give your brain a safer night of circulation. But the neck is not the only place where a comfortable habit can become a hidden trap. The pillow setup you use to breathe better may be bending your airway before you fall asleep. Many older adults stack pillows for good reasons. They may snore, they may have reflux, they may feel sinus pressure, they may believe that lifting the head higher automatically helps breathing. Sometimes a little elevation does help, but stacking pillows under the head is not the same as supporting the upper body. That difference matters. When too many pillows push the chin toward the chest, the neck becomes flexed for hours. The throat space can feel narrower. The jaw may fall into a poor position. The upper back rounds forward. Instead of opening the airway, the pillow pile can quietly fold the neck. This can show up in the morning as brain fog, heaviness behind the eyes, neck stiffness, or waking tired after a long night. A person may say, "I slept 8 hours, so why do I feel drained?" One answer may be that the body was not resting in a clean line. It was folded. The correction is not more height under the head. The correction is better support. If you need elevation, support the upper torso, not just the neck. A wedge pillow or an adjustable bed can lift the chest and shoulders more evenly. Your head should not be perched forward like you are reading in bed all night. Your chin should stay away from your chest, and your breathing should feel open. This is especially important for people who already wake with headaches, snoring, dry mouth, or a racing heart at night. Those signs do not prove one disease, but they deserve attention. If they repeat often, speak with a qualified doctor, especially if blood pressure is high or sleep apnea is possible. Comfort can fool you, and the next position feels even more protective, which is why so many people miss its risk. The fetal position feels safe, but a tight curl can make your lungs work in a smaller cage. This position is common because it feels warm, private, and emotionally calming. Many people naturally curl tighter when the room is cold, the day has been stressful, or the body feels achy. For a short rest, that may not be a problem. But if the body stays tightly curled all night, the rib cage has less freedom to expand. Breathing becomes smaller. The knees stay pulled high. The hips remain compressed. The shoulders roll forward. The neck often bends toward the chest. In that tight shape, the body is trying to recover while folded into a smaller space. For an older adult, the issue is not just muscle stiffness. It is the combination of shallow breathing, reduced chest expansion, and a neck angle that may not keep the airway as open. If oxygen dips during sleep, the heart may need to work harder. If blood pressure does not recover well, the morning wake-up period may feel rougher. You may notice a familiar pattern. You wake with tight hips, sore shoulders, a dull headache, or a feeling that your first deep breath of the day is harder than it should be. Some people also wake in the middle of the night feeling restless, then curl even tighter without realizing it. The solution is gentle. Do not try to sleep like a soldier. Open the angle slightly. Place a pillow between the knees so the hips are not pulling inward. Hug a pillow in front of the chest so the shoulders have support. Keep the chin from being forced down. The goal is still comfort, but with more space for the ribs, neck, and airway. Your body should look rested, not clenched. Now, here is the reversal many people do not expect. Even a position that looks neutral can become a problem when the body is already sending warning signs. Flat sleeping is not always the neutral position people think it is after 60. Lying completely flat is not automatically bad. Many people sleep flat and do fine. But after 50 or 60, certain clues should make you more thoughtful. Morning headaches, loud snoring, gasping, reflux, swollen ankles, nighttime shortness of breath, and difficult blood pressure control can all suggest that the body may not be recovering well in a flat position. This is not about fear. It is about pattern recognition. When a person lies fully flat, fluid can shift differently. Reflux can rise more easily. The airway may narrow in people who snore or have sleep apnea. Breathing may become more difficult for someone with heart or lung strain. If the body is already vulnerable, flat sleeping may add pressure during the exact hours when repair should happen. The correction is a gradual incline, not a mountain of pillows. Elevate the upper torso around 15 degrees if it feels comfortable and safe for you. A wedge pillow or adjustable bed usually works better than 3 loose pillows under the head. Add a small pillow under the knees if the lower back feels strained. This can be useful for people who cannot tolerate side sleeping because of shoulder pain, hip pain, arthritis, or long-standing habit. The key is to keep the neck neutral while the chest is gently raised. If you wake with chest pain, severe shortness of breath, sudden weakness, face drooping, trouble speaking, severe dizziness, or a sudden intense headache, seek urgent medical help. Those are not pillow problems. Those are emergency warning signs. For everyday sleep positioning, though, one smart adjustment can reduce strain. But there is another direction issue that must be handled carefully. Right side sleeping is not a problem for everyone. But for a tired heart, direction can matter. Some people hear advice about sleep side and turn it into a rule for everyone. That is not helpful. A healthy person who sleeps comfortably on the right side does not need to panic. But for people with heart failure, high blood pressure, shortness of breath at night, swelling, or known cardiovascular disease, sleep position may matter more. A heart that is already working hard can be sensitive to small changes in pressure, breathing, and blood return. The sleep side does not act like an on-off switch. It is more like adding a little resistance to a system that already has less reserve. That is why some people with heart conditions naturally avoid certain positions. They may say, "I cannot breathe well on that side," or "My chest feels heavier there." That feeling should not be ignored. Left side sleeping may be worth testing for some older adults, especially when it feels comfortable and medically appropriate. It may help some people feel better aligned and less compressed. But the right answer depends on your body, your heart history, and your symptoms. A simple correction is to experiment safely. Try the left side for part of the night with proper support. Use a pillow between the knees. Hug a pillow in front so the upper shoulder does not collapse inward. Keep the neck straight, not tilted down. If it causes pain, dizziness, breathing trouble, or discomfort, stop forcing it and speak with your doctor. Your position should not feel like a battle. And even the best position can fail when the night around it is working against you. The same sleep position can feel worse after a late meal, alcohol, heat, or poor sleep conditions. This is the amplifier most people miss. They blame the pillow, the mattress, or age, but the real problem may be the combination. A heavy late meal can worsen reflux and make breathing less comfortable. Alcohol can relax the airway and deepen snoring. Overheating can make sleep restless. Bright screens can delay deeper rest. Noise can keep the nervous system alert. None of these replaces the main warning about position. They simply make the position more stressful. A person may sleep on the stomach every night, but feel much worse after a late dinner and a glass of wine. Another person may stack pillows only after reflux, then wake foggy because the neck stayed folded. Someone else may curl tightly in a cold room, breathe shallowly, and wake with heavy eyes. This is how risk becomes personal. The practical shift is to look at your worst mornings. Ask what happened the night before. Was the meal late? Was alcohol involved? Was the room hot? Were you sleeping twisted? Were pillows stacked high? Patterns teach you more than guesses. You do not need to fix everything tonight. Choose the biggest repeat offender first. For many older adults, the first protective option is supported left side sleeping. This does not mean twisting yourself into a rigid pose. It means giving the body enough support so the heart, lungs, neck, and spine are not fighting gravity all night. Place a full-length pillow in front of your body. Let your top arm rest on it. Put another pillow between the knees. Keep the neck neutral, with the nose pointing straight ahead. Do not curl so tightly that the chin drops toward the chest. Let the shoulders stay relaxed. Try this for 7 nights. For the first 2 nights, use it for only part of the night. On nights 3 and 4, add more support so rolling forward is harder. On nights 5 through 7, notice your morning clues. Is the neck less stiff? Is the mouth less dry? Are the eyes less heavy? Is the headache pattern better? Do not turn this into a medical test at home. Treat it as a comfort and alignment experiment. If symptoms are strong or repeated, bring them to your doctor, especially snoring, gasping, morning headaches, or high blood pressure readings. The second protective option is back sleeping with gentle upper body elevation. This is useful for people who cannot stay on the side because of shoulder pain, hip pain, arthritis, or decades of habit. The goal is not a tall pillow tower. The goal is a smooth incline from the upper back through the head. A 15-degree lift can be enough for many people to feel more open without folding the neck. Use a wedge pillow or adjustable bed if available. Keep the head in line with the chest. Add a small pillow under the knees if the lower back needs relief. Your throat should feel open, not squeezed. Now here is the promised 10-second bedtime check. Lie in your chosen position. Relax your jaw. Then notice your neck before you close your eyes. Is your chin being pushed toward your chest? Is your head sharply twisted to one side? Does your breathing feel narrower because the pillow, shoulder, or mattress is folding you inward? If yes, adjust before sleep. Move the pillow. Open the body angle. Support the knees. Lift the upper torso instead of stacking the head. The goal is simple: neutral neck, open airway, relaxed breathing. Tonight, choose only one correction. Stop stomach sleeping for the first half of the night. Reduce pillow stacking. Open the fetal curl. Try the left side with support. Elevate the upper torso gently. Or move dinner earlier so your sleep position is not fighting reflux. One change is enough to begin. Your brain does not sleep just because your eyes close. Your heart, blood vessels, airway, oxygen system, and blood pressure rhythm keep working through the night. That is why sleep position deserves more respect after 50. It is not a small detail when the same angle holds your body for 7 hours. You have now seen the pattern clearly. Stomach sleeping can twist the neck and press the chest. Pillow stacking can fold the airway. A tight fetal curl can limit breathing space. Fully flat sleeping may be harder for people with warning signs. Right side sleeping may matter more when the heart already has history. Late meals, alcohol, heat, and poor sleep conditions can amplify the strain. But this is not a message of panic. It is a message of control. You cannot control every risk factor tonight, and you do not need to fix your whole life before bed. But you can control the position your body rests in for the next 7 hours. You can choose a neutral neck. You can open the chest. You can support the knees. You can stop using pillow height as a substitute for real upper body support. Start with one change tonight. If you repeatedly wake with morning headaches, heavy snoring, gasping, chest discomfort, severe dizziness, weakness, or blood pressure concerns, please speak with a qualified doctor. Those clues deserve careful attention, especially after 50 or 60. If this warning could help someone you love, share this video with them before tonight. One small pillow change may be the message they needed. Subscribe to the channel to learn these health warnings early, in plain English, before small daily habits become bigger problems. And comment with the first change you will try tonight. Side support, lower pillows, open curl, gentle incline, or earlier dinner. Thank you for spending this time with me. Protect your brain, respect your sleep, and give your body a safer place to recover tonight. I wish you steady health, calmer mornings, and a safer night of rest.